everyone, I'm Catherine Price with College Mindset, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to schedule campus visits. Now, as a college counselor, I have visited over 100 colleges and universities, so I'm going to give you all my tips and tricks to make sure you get the most out of your campus visits. Now, keep in mind that as a college counselor, it's my job to visit a wide variety of schools. So in this particular trip that I'm planning, I'm going to try and see 5 schools, and they are all very different. Hopefully you have done your research and you've narrowed down your list of schools, and so you may be seeing 2 to 3 schools when you're planning a trip. For my freshman and sophomore students, this trip is a good example of how to do those practice campus visits that I talked in a video last week. If you missed that one, check out 3 types of campus visits. So let's get started. Okay, so hopefully you've mapped out where you want to visit and have a general idea of the dates you want to go. If you are visiting with an athletic coach or you need to make another appointment on campus, that really may drive when you're going to see certain schools. So make sure you map out any important appointments that you need to have before you start sitting down and seeing what your visit options are. So the first thing I like to do is go to Google Maps. So Google Maps is a great way to get a feel for where you're going, how far apart the colleges are, how far are they from the airport, all of those different things. But Google Maps is great because I can move the schools around and get a feel for what's the best driving situation, how many schools can I see in one day or over the 2 or 3 day period, and what's the best order to put them in. After you get everything mapped out on Google Maps, then you want to visit the campus visit page for each school. So usually I Google the school and campus visit. So I Googled Austin College campus visit. And here you will land on their page and click on individual campus visits. Now, one major thing to note is that most schools are closed or don't have visits on holidays. So a lot of students say, oh, I'm going to go visit schools over Thanksgiving break. That's not a good time, or even winter break because schools are closed. Many schools will have special events on 3-day weekends and things of that nature. So you can see that Austin College has a Labor Day preview, a Fall Preview Day, Martin Luther King, President's Day, etc. So they have some major events that require separate registration. The other thing I look for when I go to a campus visit page is this school offering Saturday visits? So not every school offers weekend visits, and sometimes it depends on the time of year. So usually I try to nail down who I can see on a Saturday because I know that may be limited. So I know that I'm going to be in the area around the 28th and 29th. I'm going to see what their Saturday campus visit options look like. And you can scroll through the registration form and you can see Saturday, February 29th, Austin College has an information session at 10 and a tour at 11. I also want to check and see what am I going to miss if I don't visit during the week. So I went back to Friday, again, scroll down through the registration form, and look, there's a lot more offered. So they have 2 information sessions, 2 campus tours. You can also sit in on a class. You can meet with a faculty member. You can meet with an advisor. And then they also ask if you're interested in meeting with a varsity coach. So those are all my options for Austin College. So once I see the options for a school, I break out a Google Sheets or an Excel document and I make note of everything that's available to me for each school. So this is my brain dump of all the different tour options and things of that nature for each school. So next, we are going to look at Baylor University. So Baylor is a larger school, so their visit experience may be a little different. So Baylor has some really good information right in this first part of their visit page. They describe the student-led campus tour. You can see, meet with a professor, tour the residence halls. You can meet with a financial aid counselor, but only on Thursdays. So if that's important, make sure you schedule Baylor on a Thursday. And then they read through what they request. So make sure you give them at least a week, and then if you need to change things. So these are all the important details to read through. So let's see what is available for Baylor. So Baylor does have Saturday visits, but it looks like they are filled up already. So that's important to note. If you are visiting mostly larger universities, I see this, they will fill up very quickly on the weekends. But let's look at a Thursday so we can see what that financial aid appointment looks like. So again, here's the registration form. You're not quite ready to fill that out. And here's all the offerings for Baylor. So I did notice when I was clicking through this earlier that some of the dates did show as available, but they didn't have any campus tours left. So again, make sure you plan your visits early so you can get in on all the important things. And the campus tour is definitely an important part of the campus visit experience. So you can make note of all the campus tour options, and then they have the residence hall tours. So oftentimes at larger universities, they will have a separate tour for the residence halls. And then they talk about the living learning programs and the impact learning, living and learning center tour, if that's of interest to you. You can have lunch with a current student. You can also meet with a department representative, and then you can indicate if you want that financial aid presentation and meeting as well. So that is Baylor. So Baylor looks like a school you might want to spend more time at, maybe a full day, because there are a lot of offerings. The next school is Southern Methodist University. Again, this is their general visit page. We're going to click on daily visits. And then it has the details. They mostly do Monday through Fridays. It has an information session, a campus tour, and then they have individual college sessions at 1 p.m. So let's see what those look like. Again, SMU has no Saturday visits, so that is important to note. So let's look at what SMU looks like. So again, here's the registration form and all of the information session and tour offerings, and then those college-specific offerings. So if you are in the early stages of your college process and you're thinking about going into engineering, or you're not sure what it means to be in the College of Humanities and Sciences, but that sounds interesting to you, this is a good opportunity to see those individualized sessions and really get to know those majors, and that can help you later on as you are deciding what you want to major in college, and if you have to indicate a major on your college applications. So once I've seen what every school has to offer, I do create my final agenda, and this is what it is going to look like for my particular trip. So I am flying in early in the morning, and I'm going to have a meeting at University of Dallas, and then I'm going up to Austin College. The next day I am touring Southern Methodist University and Baylor, and then I'm also planning in dinners with students. So taking a current student to dinner, if you know a friend of a friend or a former student from your high school, this is a great way to learn more about a college and university. So you want to make sure and plan those into your schedule. Also plan some fun. So I am a diehard Magnolia Market Chip and Joanna Gaines fan. So I made sure to plan that into my schedules. You can also put in your rental car information, your hotel information, the address of everywhere you need to be. Some schools will also send you parking permits, so you want to make sure and print those out and put them in a particular place so you have those ready to go when you arrive at a school and head out to your campus visit. So there you have it. Those are my tips and tricks for planning campus visits. I hope you learned something new, and I hope you feel a little bit more organized and intentional about your upcoming campus visits. Thanks for watching.